Hello YouTube, this is Diana. Thanks for joining me tonight. I want to say thank you for visiting my channel, watching my videos, subscribing, liking, visiting my Etsy and my Shopify stores, and I will be expanding to eBay. And just know that those who have supported me so far, I love you and I thank you very much for it. It is wonderful. Y'all are great. So, I wanted to say, make sure to tell a friend so I can grow my channel, and I look forward to making many more videos with you. So tonight I wanted to say that this is some of the items that I've gotten locally at garage and estate sales, and some of them are amazing. I've got Limoges and Queen Anne. This is Limoges. This is Royal, Paris Royal. It's beautiful. This is Churchill, England, Mikasa, and this is Lefton. So I will be putting these on my shop, my Etsy shop, and you can see everything there. So I'm going to do something a bit different tonight. I am going to do 10 tips for yard sailing and estate sailing and garage sailing, of course. But so I'm going to go through those and let's get into it. Number 1, plan your route. I use yardsales.net. I made the mistake of my first few sales to backtrack over areas I had already gone because I didn't have any route planned. I found out that yardsales.net shows me the highest concentration of sales in an area, and I just plot my course that way. I either work from, the closest town to me, to the middle town, to the farthest out, or you can start at the farthest out and work your way back home, because you might be tired at the end, so you might want to be, closer to home. Anyway, so make sure that you try yardsales.net and use a routing app. It'll make things much easier in the long run. Number 2, get multiple appraisals and valuations for your items if you believe they are worth a lot of money. I have had the sad experience of talking to, having a valuation on something and was told it was worth nothing, and it was actually worth quite a bit. And I want to say that I don't like going through that. It's kind of like you want to get a second opinion, just like if you go to the doctor. It'll save you some time, and it's a very good thing to do. Number 3, estate sales. The first day you might get 30% off. The last day you might have 50 to 70% off. And if you see something that you really love on the first day, and it might be a little steep for you, you might want to grab it. If you don't, it will be gone. Grab it, hang on to it while you walk around. Make sure, don't put it down. And if you can't go without it, get it. Because if you go back another day, it's not going to be there. Somebody else will have the same thing in mind as you. So on the upside, you may get a very great deal, but on the downside, you could miss out on something that you really wanted. Number 4, area. I live in an area that is close to Raleigh, Durham, and Cary. We have a lot of building here, a lot of new growth as far as the area. And though I like going to yard sales in this area, I find if you go out further into the country, an hour, half an hour out, you'll find things that are more vintage, more antique in that regard. So you might want to think about getting out of there, getting out of your immediate area. Number 5, negotiate. Don't feel bad about trying to negotiate with a seller at a yard sale. Don't be embarrassed. If someone has something priced a little higher than you think it should be, tell them it's, $10 more in the store. People tend to use their heart and sentiment sentimental values to price things because they're attached. And, you know, we know that there's a lot of things that I would say are worth $100 and they're really not. So sometimes they see the worth more than others, and they're not aware that they're doing it. So make sure that you try and bring them down some. Number 6, bags and supplies, boxes. Take supplies with you to wrap up fragile items. Sometimes yard sales and garage sales, they don't have these things. They don't have newspaper and boxes and bubble wrap if you have something extremely fragile. You don't want to put them on the seat of your car and end up hitting your brakes and it falling on the floor and breaking, because that just defeats the purpose. So make sure you take that and batteries to test items. And if you see something with a cord and you want to test it, make sure to plug it in so you know it works. Use websites and apps is number 7 for pricing items. You can use eBay, Amazon, Etsy. WorthPoint is actually a subscription service, and it will tell you the value of items that are vintage or antique. Koval's is another one. There are plenty of books out there for price guides, depending on what you are collecting, whether it be dolls or china or furniture. There's always a guide somewhere, and you might want to make sure that you check those prices. Or if you see something and you wonder what does that look like as far as price, just do a quick search on your phone while you're at the sale. Nobody knows, and I'm sure many people do it nowadays. Number 8, steer clear of certain items. You don't want to bring home a mattress from a sale because you may have mold, bed bugs, which is horrific, mites, allergens. You just don't want to bring that kind of thing in your home. Open makeup can be contaminated. You don't want to bring that home. Baby items, sometimes they have bacterias, and they could be recalled as well, the toys. So you don't really know, and who would want to risk that with their child? Car seats, they say 1 in 10 have been in an accident, so you may want to steer clear of those and always buy new. Teflon cookware, it can peel, especially if it's older and somebody's used a metal utensil in it. You don't want that stuff chipping off into your food. And use swimwear and bras. Need I say more? You really don't want to be wearing somebody else's intimates next to your skin. So no amount of soap will clean away some things. Just letting you know if you already don't know. Okay, so bundling items is number 9. If you want, 4 items and they're all $5, haggle them down, try and ask them if they take 15 for the bundle. Or you have 5 or 6 dolls, teddy bears, whatever in your arms, ask them if they would give you 75% instead of 100% charging you for them. So always try and bundle up and, haggle them down. Especially at the end of the day, they don't want to take that stuff to the Goodwill or the thrift store or donation. Number 10, you want to have a lot of small bills for change. Keep that with you. Trust me, 1s and 5s will help you greatly, and the person who is having the sale will appreciate it, and sometimes they don't even have enough change because their sale is going so well. So make sure you carry 1s and 5s. And estate sales, I will say, do take credit cards, which is very nice. Debit cards, I was told they don't because they get charged, but I have also been able to use my debit card, so I guess it's the luck of the draw. I just thought I would give you some tips tonight on yard sailing. I love doing it, even in the heat of North Carolina. It is a lot of fun, and it's so exciting to find something you've never seen. And yeah, you just get out there and have fun. Enjoy the day. Take a ride. take a ride into the country when you're going out farther from your home. Just, have fun. And I hope you enjoyed these tips and that you may apply them when you're out, especially the planning your route and small bills and such. But I do thank you for being here. If you have any comments, please leave them below the description. And my links to my shops are in the description bar. And I wanted to say thank you again for being here with me. I love you, and good night. Hi, YouTube. Sorry, I forgot to tell you and show you something else that I wanted to, and I forgot to talk about it a minute ago. So this is my bonus clip. So you got to check this out. I got this over the past weekend, and what do you think of this? It is a creepy doll, no? She's actually an ideal doll. Her name is Baby Smiles. She was made in 1927. She is 92. So she looks really good. She's got a little wonky eye because her eyes are tin, actually. She still has her little teeth in the front, though her lips are a little, the paint's chipped off. And somebody evidently eats baby fingers, or I'm not really sure. She's been chewed on or something. So she is a composition doll, which means she's celluloid head and an entirely cloth body. And it's kind of cool because you can see these little stitches where somebody has mended her a few times over the years. But she's awesome, and she's got some damage to the back of her head. And I found out that when I was looking her up on doll references, the websites, they didn't even have a picture of this doll. They had a blurb about her. They had all these other dolls pictured and explained, described, not this one. So because I couldn't find her listed in a picture, I started to just check out the ones that only had descriptions and no picture, and I finally figured out who she is. So she's very awesome, and she actually has a mama crier box, which usually don't work, especially at this age. So she is just gorgeous, and maybe I'll list her and maybe I won't, but I think she's neat. So thank you all, and bye-bye.